Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of I'm Gonna Pack It. Candace is with me. Hello, Candace.
Hey, good morning.
She can lean in if she wants. Yeah, we have 20 orders or 20 more items going out today. In the last episode, we packed the first 20, and we're gonna pack it now. We're gonna get started. Have a oh wait, I have those down here. Still gonna take a little time to get used to this. We just packed last night.
Yeah.
And we ended up, I thought we packed, normally 20 items would be well more than half of our stuff, but then we sold 20 more again. I was really surprised. Especially given the amount of, listing we've done lately. We were very happy with our sales weekend. Oh, I gotta sign this for Haley. Ooh. Well, that's an older marker there. You could tell when the...
Do you want another one?
Yeah. Starts getting hard for me to fit my name on there. Okay.
Trade with me.
That one's done. What's next? Oh, we have a Ken outfit here for Beverly. All right, this is going to be... This is kind of expensive, huh? Like over $20?
Yeah, it's like $30, I think.
Okay. I'll go with an 864 for this one. Yeah, and remember, Candace, anything under 16 is going to always be ground advantage.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if we can catch. We're going to play catch Candace here. Let's see if we can. We're right on her heels right now. When we have these simple packs like this, I don't know. It's kind of hard to catch her with these.
I did this label wrong.
You did it wrong. All right.
I think that's okay.
No. Okay. That one's done. All right. Next up, some shoes for Bruce from Candace and Lonnie now. There we go. All right. What am I doing with these? These are kind of... They are just a little over 12 inches long. Oh, you know what? I could use... I think I have some down here. I think I might be able to use this. I'm pretty certain. All right. Candace is now officially caught up with us.
And I'm going to need labels.
You're going to need labels?
Yep.
Okay. That's fine. After I pack this one, come over there and fix the label situation. Okay, there we go. That works fine. I didn't edit the footage last night because I didn't need to yet. I'm going to edit tonight. But I did glance at some of the footage quickly, and I think that angle... I don't know if we had the same angle today. It looks like it might be a little lower today, maybe. But the footage that I looked at from yesterday actually looked really good. Okay, we got a 1377 coming your way. Boom. Okay, we have Christmas Vacation DVD. Yesterday I chose to go with a 12.66, and I think it was kind of silly. So I'm gonna see what we go with today. When I looked at the 864, I'm gonna look at it again. When I looked at it yesterday, I didn't like the size of it. I still don't. It's right up. It's like right up against it. Okay. Okay. I'm going to grab a 10.86, y'all. I think. Another factor here is that this is going to ship at 1 pound media rate, regardless of how it's packed. I mean, unless you get really dumb with it. So there's no benefit to me trying to squeeze this into a real small box. It's a matter of the time to do the resize. I don't think we're anywhere close. I'll test it. Nah, that's .82 like that, so I'll just leave it. Did I do a thank you note on the card on this? I know there was one. I know you did one. Oh man, I didn't sign it. All right. I knew something didn't feel right. All right. Joshua, Candace, and Lonnie. Here we go. Oh, it's a little detail, but that would have been weird. Because Candace did put a little and symbol after her name. Okay. Kind of excited to see what the week brings now. With all of our new stuff we're doing. It just feels a lot different now. All right, there we go. Oh, gotta do some labels. Be right back. All right, next up, go ahead and sign this now. Ordy, Candace and Lonnie. This is another one of those Pop Mart things. The other one. Oh, I keep forgetting I have a lot of boxes under here, which has actually worked out pretty well. I thought after the first time of using this setup, we were going to have this huge laundry list of things to fix. And we don't. Like it was actually very, very smooth, much smoother than I expected. And on a day like today, this operating quickly. Yeah, we're making a video here with you guys, but on a Monday morning with a lot of packages to get out, it's not for sure we'll make it. So us being faster now is a big deal. That's the one for Ordy. Okay. And this is another one for Maricris. Okay. Another Pop Mart little thing. Probably, well, I'm definitely going to be getting some bubble wrap. We have one more roll. And also need to make sure I order. Okay, 644 again. Tell you what, the work level for me is much more intense because I don't have the little breaks in between each package of me doing the labels and stuff. Taking a sip of coffee. So I need to remember to do that. But I kind of had little breaks programmed in before. And now I don't. It's not difficult or anything, but it's a different workflow for sure. And Candace has been over there scurrying behind the scenes the entire time. She's been in motion. All right, there's that one. She had that order ready. She's got the next order after that ready too, so she doesn't get. I definitely feel like she needs her own camera eventually. All right, y'all. Just went around the corner real quick. 1086, resized. It's probably the best. This is a little Fiesta ware dish. It's pretty small. You know what? It might be. Eight six four will work. I'm gonna bail on that. 864 will work with. Sorry, y'all. I'm over here around the corner getting some scrap with reinforcers. .864 plus the cutoff flaps from 12-12-12 boxes work perfectly as 864 strengtheners. This one's kind of cut out, kind of wonky, but they're pretty close to a perfect fit. Sometimes they're a little big. But then I can put it in like that and then put the item in. And then you put the other flap. Okay, put the item in. We put the other flap in a similar fashion, but going the other way, and then you have a much, much stronger box. That's a little method I use quite a bit. Okay, it's in there. All right. This is a really good, we don't really sell them too much anymore, but when we were selling Funko Pops, this, just coming in the same way, just like that. And when you close it up, and if y'all could feel this, it is so strong. It's not It's more than twice as strong. I don't even know. I don't know on what scale I'm measuring that, but it's very clear whenever you're like press on it and stuff. It has zero give. So, all right. We have some spark plugs. That's going to be a 644 pack. Candace, the big one we are saving for dead last.
Yeah.
Because I think we have one pack on this video that I'm probably going to go to Home Depot and get some boxes. I'm like almost 100%.
So this is dead on a pound, so it goes at a pound, not 15 ounces.
Yeah. Yeah. If it's dead on a pound. If it's a little bit below, you can go to Pirate Ship and do 15.9 as the weight.
We're
instead.
good. We're good.
Huh?
We're good on it.
Okay. Yeah, I packed that last one. That plate. I packed it kind of heavy. All right, spark plugs done. Order up. This is crazy how fast this is. All right, this is a lot of magazines. Yes, and Lonnie. Another one of Lonnie's magazine wins. I mean, it's not huge money, don't get me wrong. But, go with the 12-10-4. But yeah, the magazines, they just work out. The weird magazines. I was thinking, we have been working with bulk buy inventory for a while now. We haven't had to source, like go out and hit the streets and try and hunt stuff down. We haven't done that. When's the last time we had to do that?
Oh God, it's been at least a month.
It's been a couple of months.
I think longer than that. Yeah.
I think a couple of months. It's weird. It's been as much as we enjoy that hunt, it's been nice. I don't think you've missed it, huh?
Mm-mm.
I don't think we have. Now, what we have missed is the primo inventory. But that's okay. We've been selling a ton of the. Although we've had some good stuff from the bulk buys too. The shoes have been selling well. No complaints. All right. Candace, this can't go media, you know, right?
It's magazines.
Yeah. These are going magazines cannot go media, y'all. Not supposed to. Because of the advertisements. That's what it is. Okay. That's a hefty one there. Okay, we have, let's see, this is from Mark, Candace, and Lonnie. Somebody came in and bought the rest of our state quarters. I have them all right here. There are 5 sets, so it's a total of 25 quarters, 25 stamps, and then 5 of these portfolios, each one of which will hold 5 quarters and stamps. Okay, I'm going to use a 12-10-4. I just looked at the pile of packages we've got going out, and I told Candace, I was like, we're not a little faster. working together on this, we're a lot faster. Like it to me it feels like it's twice as fast. It feels like it's actually, which makes sense because she's been over there working the entire time so far. Okay, I'm gonna get some more bubble wrap after this round.
I'll go grab it.
Okay. Yeah, this is moving to this team pack thing, especially since I'm trying to record it. If I wasn't trying to film it, then it wouldn't necessarily be that big of a deal. But trying to film it and stopping and starting the filming and stuff like this is huge. And Candace is not in here right now. She although we could probably hear her mic still. Maybe. Actually we can't. I don't see her mic on the screen right now. But I think she's enjoying the change of pace. She gets to do something different too. So I think this is just a win all the way around. We are going to stop rolling for a minute. We got a bit of refunding to do here. Because that was 5 sets and it was placed 5 separate orders. Which means we're probably going to be refunding about $20 in postage here. Something like that. Okay. All right, that one's done. We need to go get these those refunds done on the postage. All right, packing an Italiana. Get a comic mailer. Oh, and I need to. That bubble wrap is huge. Okay, I might think about changing to only put one bubble wrap up there. Maybe. All right. Okay, we're back. Yeah, I don't know. I don't guess it's that much in the way. We'll see if I hit my head on it or not. Killing myself with these cards. Because I see them filled out. Yep, I didn't fill it out. For Rob, Candace, and Lonnie. There we go. I see writing on them, and I'm like, okay, it's filled out. And I forget. I don't think I've sent any out. I don't know. I'll notice it when I'm editing if I did. Won't be able to do anything about it. All right. And these, Candace will find, they usually weigh .92. So they ship at a 1 pound media. All right. All right. This is a weird one. This is a model that we've already shipped once, and it's still packed. I don't remember if I did a packing video for this one or not, but it's still packed from that first time. So I am gonna open it up real quick just to see if I can see the card. This was a weird situation. The buyer used the wrong address. Okay, good. Here's the original thank you card. The buyer used a bad address and then blamed eBay, they blamed us. And I told him, I was like, look, if you want to send it back, that's fine. We'll refund when we get it back. Would you print me a couple of labels? They were wanting me to have the package intercepted and all this other stuff and redirected to a different address. I wasn't going to do that because there was no reason for us to, based on buyer protection. And if we would have gotten it redirected to a different address than what was on the account, that would have been bad news for us too. So they ended up doing a chargeback, of all things. It ended up being a big mess, but that's okay. I think we ended up losing about $10 on that whole fiasco because we ended up getting we ended up getting made completely whole except for, I think, original shipping or return shipping or something. There was some minor amount that we lost out on that I let go. I feel like I could have fought it, but the eBay people were so good about what they did do that I let it go. Actually, I must admit the last few times I've had to interact with eBay customer support, they've been awesome. Okay, so this is done. All right, this is Night of the Strangler VHS tape. We get a 1086 again. Way overkill. 1086. I should probably be using 1086. But it doesn't change the weight. Where's that model going to, Candace? Curiosity.
Tennessee.
Tennessee? That's probably going to be Ground Saver, I imagine. The only thing with Ground Saver, I forget to mention this sometimes when we're comparing rates. Ground Saver does not have really much insurance at all. It's only got, they changed it. It did have $100 of insurance included, and they changed it to $20, which basically means it doesn't have insurance. That's the way I look at it. So, however, in my experience, the service has been reliable enough to where we don't worry about it. And it has not, knock on all the wood I can, it hasn't burned us yet. I don't really worry about insurance that much. I think newer sellers do. Is this insured? Is this insured? Is this insured? And the truth is that it doesn't come up that often. I'm speaking generally. Insurance, I think you think you're going to be using it way more than you really are. I mean, we go through bad times, maybe like bad stretches, where maybe we'll have 2 things like that we have to deal with in a month, maybe. But we have plenty of months where we don't have any issues at all, like with sending stuff out, stuff getting damaged or anything. None, 0 issues. So I don't know. I don't get too caught up in insurance and stuff because it's really just not. It's a pretty trivial issue. All right, what do we have now? Candace has delivered to me a little higher value transformer thing.
This was the Night of the Strangler VHS.
Yes, that's the VHS tape. Okay, we're a little bit longer than 17 inches. All right. So what we're going to need to do here, I'm going to go with 16, 12, 10, 2 times. It's a little bit long for one, and then I have to choose. I'm going to use 2 boxes here. I had to choose whether I wanted to go with 16, 12, 10 2 times or go with a 12, 12, 12 2 times. And I decided to go 16. Can I put this in? Okay. I decided to go the 16, 12, 10 route. Just because I get a little more cardboard on the sidewalls. That's my thinking there. This blade is extremely dull. Okay. This is a super easy pack. This is a super standard pack for me. This is the kind of resize I've done more than any other, where we just extend the length of a box out. That's the most common resize I do. And while we have this box half up here, we'll go ahead and figure out what the height resize will be, because we're going to take quite a bit off of the height here. Because another thing we get by using the 16, 12, 10 is we're going to get a lot of cardboard on top. And I'm locked in now with the I have the resize for the other half locked in too.
Pirate Ship doesn't have media?
Pirate Ship does have media, but to use it, you have to select qualifies for media mail on that previous screen. There's a previous screen button at the bottom to get back to it. Do you see it?
Mm-mm.
Okay, I'll come over
I got
there.
to the previous screen. I don't see the media button.
Let me see. You scroll down. Qualifies for media. You don't see it on there?
Mm-mm.
It's not on there, is it?
No.
Okay. All right. Okay, we got that squared away. It was hidden underneath another menu. That's something that all new users encounter on Pirate Ship, is they run into the thing, how do I buy? If y'all are familiar with Pirate Ship, which a lot of y'all are, that is something that gets all new users of Pirate Ship. How do I buy media mail? So that, to me, that means that's bad. that's a bad user interface. If everybody constantly has that issue, it's not obvious, and it's not. All right. I mean, it's also not a huge deal, but. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna have a bunch of cardboard on top, so this will work out. This will be fine. I'm not even making the box a lot longer. All right, just took a quick glance. Card. I have not signed it. Okay, this is going to be very strong. It's got so much cardboard. Which is exactly what I wanted. There we go. Yeah, when these boxes are like this, that model ship box is very similar to this too. With all that cardboard, it really is like a wooden box. How strong it is. The only time I feel slightly restricted is when I go to pull the tape. I'm used to being able to pull it like I'm starting a lawnmower. Okay, what do we have left besides the big one, Candace?
Poshmark a hat.
That's it, and then the big one?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to be stopping tape. We have a big pack that's going out today. And I'm thinking I'm going to go to Home Depot and grab a box or two. Because, yeah, it's a pretty serious pack. Okay, that one's done. This one might be really, pay attention to that because
Find the widest point.
yeah, because it got pretty wide and it's not the same throughout. All right, this is a Poshmark sale. So, yeah, you know what? I kind of want to use a Poshmark box. And I'm staying away from using them usually. And I mean, as ridiculous as this seems, yeah, I keep hitting that with my head, although that's not going to change. I'm going to use this big box for that hat because the big box is free. Fold the other way. I mean, it's dumb, but the label's paid for, and we can ship up to 5 pounds. This box is free, so it makes sense that we use this box and not one that we pay for, right? Box is huge though. It's crazy big. Grabbing one of these. Oh, and I got to do the thank you card for Sylvie. Yeah, it's been, last week we had a pretty good period where we were selling. It seemed like we were selling almost as much on all the other platforms as we do on eBay, and then it just shut off. But then eBay has been cranking pretty well. So eBay is still king. And we knew that. Thank you card. Oh my gosh. I mean, the packing, we because we did what we thought was going to be over half the packages yesterday, where we did 20 items, and we ended up having 20 more today, and we've packed 19 of them already, and it's just, we've done this so quickly, it's blowing my mind. I would normally be packing till like 1 or 2 o'clock if we were doing this on my own. Candace, what time is it right now on the clock?
10:30.
It's 10:30. It's so friggin' early. It's crazy. So yeah, this one's done. I'm gonna put the label on it. Everything else is done except for one big pack. So we'll talk about that here in a second. All right, y'all. It's the doozy. I went ahead and I picked up a couple of boxes from Home Depot, a couple of mediums, and yeah, we're packing this clock. It's really it's very heavy. It's pretty simple. It's just one piece. It does have a glass, has some glass right here. It shouldn't be much of an issue. There's not really a lot to do here except to, I mean, I'm gonna put bubble on it, but that's really more for show than anything, to be honest. Got to cover it with something. So we'll use some bubble wrap. So my idea here was to, man, this thing is so heavy. That's why the bubble wrap really didn't do anything, because it's really heavy. What was I saying? Oh, the idea here is we're using 2 medium boxes, and we're going to end up with double wall that way through most of it. Because the boxes are, we need a little bit of extra length, but we're going to have a good portion of it that is going to be double wall. Okay. All right, and this is just mostly a wrap. I mean, it is to protect the clock to some extent, but that's mostly superficial. Okay. So the idea here, yeah, I know this is covering me, huh? The idea here is I'm going to take 2 halves, a medium box, and I will bake the side that I'm cutting out. I'm going to bake it back into the bottom for strength, because we need all the strength we can get on this pack. That is very important, because this clock is heavy. It's not super delicate because it is metal, but it's very heavy. That's the biggest challenge with this pack, is the weight. And we don't want it moving around, destroying itself. So we want our box to be strong, and we need the clock to be immobile. Okay. Oh yeah, this is a good fit. I don't know if y'all can, that's a good fit. It's a little tight here and here. I'll put a little bit of extra reinforcement there, but it'll be fine. I am going to be resizing the height some amount. Pretty good bit, actually. Let's see, right there ought to be good. And the height resize is going to give us a ton of strength on top, because we're going to get the extra cardboard that we're folding down across the top. And I find that makes your box a lot stronger, especially when you factor in that for a good portion of it, you're going to have double wall. Okay, so we'll just get the other half. And we'll cut the end out of it. So now we actually have two big pieces that we can bake back into the pack. And we probably will. And like I said, the strongest part is the top, because it's going to have so much cardboard. By far the weakest part is the bottom. Although the bottom's going to have a lot of it's going to be double wall as well. But we're going to be looking to reinforce the bottom more than the top. Okay. All right, so now we're all set. We're going to run this bench. Oh, well, I do need to go ahead and resize this. This bench is typically a really good size to pack just about everything. The really big packs like this, though, it's still fine. Because one good thing, I don't have the, I used to have the wall in front of me, and now I don't. So that's a good thing. All right, so now we're set with the boxes. They're ready to go. I'm going to set the clock over here on the scale temporarily just to get it out of the way. It gives me one little extra surface I can set stuff on. Yeah, that actually works well. Okay. Yeah, this is the only time I've ever felt a little cramped over here so far. And that's on an extraordinarily big pack. Let's see, that is 25 inches. I remember that. So this is pretty close to about where we want it. Make it a little longer, like right there. Right there is where we want it. I'm gonna tape it in here just to kind of mark that so we don't change it. All right, and then I'm gonna go ahead and add this to the bottom. And I'm going to score it, because then I can kind of fold it like that, and we can get the advantage of that little bit of strength in the corner. Okay, so I have a sheet of cardboard across the bottom, and I think I'm going to do one more, actually. Like I said, the top, I mean, I don't know this for sure. I think typically, though, I think most packages I think are handled to where the label is up. So that's why I'm focusing on the bottom more. Okay, so now we have, now in most places here we have 4 walls of cardboard because we have 2 boxes that's double wall, and then I have 2 pieces of cardboard on top of that to reinforce. And then now we're going to put a bed of paper down, and this is it's going to be a lot of paper. Because for this to work, this clock is pretty heavy. So for this to work, my paper is going to have to be, for heavier stuff, my paper is going to have to be balled up tighter than normal, than I normally would. So I'm going to use a lot of paper. Like this pack, realistically, probably looking at probably going to put about $10 worth of pack of materials into it. But this sold for, what did this sell for, Candace? Was it $269? So it wasn't quite as good as what I thought it was when we bought it, because we paid $100 for the clock. And if it was perfect, if it was in good running condition and everything, it would have been worth about $500. Well, it wasn't. It was missing a hand, and there's a bunch of just like little flaws. Nothing really major, but lots of little stuff. So we ended up having to sell it as is. But we're still making a gross profit before fees of $169, which that's pretty awesome. Maybe I'm old school. That still seems like a lot of money to me. And there is no maybe I'm old school. I am old school. Okay, I don't know if y'all can see it. All right, so yeah. Oh, Candace, would you make me up a thank you card for this? Oh, we have one right here. Okay. All right, I just need to sign it. And I'm about to have to order paper. That's what I'm going to have to do, because I'm going to use a lot of paper here. And I do not feel bad about it. This is the time for me to secure the bag. And a lot of times on a simple pack, that could mean 3 minutes of packing something in a box. But sometimes we choose stuff like this and we say, this is worth it. And this right here is the actual cost of the item, in my opinion. The time. And we just have to ask ourselves, is this worth it for that amount of money? And for this particular case, I decided it was. And even though we were wrong about the value of it, because we thought it was going to be like 500 or whatever, right? It was still worth it. So I don't like packing big stuff any more than the next guy, but if you're willing to deal with stuff like this, you can get a premium a lot of times just because you're willing to do that, which other resellers are not. Like, I'm willing to take the risk, and there is risk involved here because, like, it's a big, heavy thing, and if I don't pack it well enough, the risk is all mine, you know? So on this kind of big, weird stuff, there's money to be made, but you got to know what you're getting into. It's not easy. But on the other hand, I've got, let me go a little more. I don't have the right paper for this. Sometimes I stock a thicker paper that would have been perfect for this, and I wouldn't have had to use quite as much. Bogus paper, that's the one that's a little thicker. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna, because I used a bunch of paper just now, which I'm fine with. I think I'm gonna order some of that. The bogus paper rolls are just a little thicker than this stuff. Because I found if I actually get the thicker stuff, that stuff is so thick I barely ever use it. Because the paper is so, it's so stiff and heavy that if you're packing something fragile, it can actually damage the fragile thing. It's so heavy. Okay. So this, you'll see this area right here, that's where we have that quadruple wall, man. It's super strong. Okay, the rest of this is just the taping. But yeah, whenever I figured out, like, let's just say even, so we made we made $170 gross profit. Let's say I'll go really aggressive because I don't know what the numbers truly are. It may have sold at on a promoted listing, which we do. We do a lot of promoted listing at 2.1%. So it may have to take that off. And you have the normal fees we have to contend with. So let's just say, you know what? I'll go really hard. Let's say we made $120 net profit on this. Is that worth it? It has to be. As long as we're confident it would sell at all, then I think it was worth it, because that ends up being like, let's say I spent a total of 2 hours on it, which I didn't. But I'll say 2 hours. Let's say I ended up making $60 an hour to sell this thing. I think that's worth it. I think it is. The only thing is, you have to be sure it will sell because of the money involved, because there is $100 investment. All right, y'all. Note from the editor. This scene, after this scene right here, memory card filled up. We didn't notice it. And yeah, we lost about 5 minutes of footage or so. Thanks a bunch for watching, and we'll see y'all again very soon. Bye, y'all.